My name's Amy Vanderlinden. I've been a physical therapist for 25 years. My business practice is called Moment of Truth Healing Space. I myself am a physical therapist, but when we bought our current building, which was just 5.5 years ago, it was really to add a yoga studio and try to have a lot more resources for women under one roof. We have a yoga studio. We also offer massage, Shockwave, stretch therapy, and then we also have 2 other businesses that rent out of here, soon to be a third, naturopath. I'm a functional therapist who focuses on oral, like musculature and airway for speech and breathing. And then we're also a lactation consultant who works with babies is also going to be here a couple hours a week.
So what was the process like getting into your space?
Can't emphasize enough the need for a highly skilled and experienced commercial realtor. Mm-hmm. Our realtor came recommended from our accountant at the time, only to later learn that our deal was his first commercial deal. Is the foundation that starts everything, and unfortunately did not start a good journey for us.
I mean, if you don't have a person there asking the right questions, like, you're not the professional, the person whom you hired is. And
yeah, and our realtor didn't do any of that. And we found the space. It was sold as a gray shell, which should mean that there's just the interior needs to be built out. Mm-hmm. And like some finishing touches, right? So there was a part of the exterior walls that weren't quite done, and the main doors weren't in.
Oh wow!
But there's a roof, concrete floor. So part of the contingency of the situation, which is unusual, is that we had to use his builder to buy and build out the project. The bid was on par with what we were thinking, and he seemed like he had a really good grasp of what I wanted and the vision and all the things. You hear contracting nightmares, right, with permits or delays or getting materials. This goes quite beyond because he was an all-out, full-fledged criminal.
Oh no!
We purchased the building in December of 2018 with a planned move-in date of April. I knew that wasn't likely, so I was planning on June or July of 19. Things sort of get going, and I'm like, okay, great, yay, this is the most fun ever. I'm building a whole thing, woohoo, yay me. Things started to deteriorate and not progress, and he had excuse after excuse, and the owner of the whole plaza was sick. The owner died in October of 2019.
Oh, no.
Now, mind you, I barely have some of my walls up and plumbing. We're nowhere near move-in, never mind done and working. We knew there was no electricity to the building because, like it was a gray shell. And there's a panel in back and electrical boxes, so we think, you just hook it up and then you're good to go. Well, come to find out, there was not even an APS box on site for our building. There were massive delays. We found out all kinds of things that weren't actually permitted yet. The original build-out was supposed to cost around $150,000. He stole $103,000 that we really had nothing to show for it. And then the actual build-out ended up costing me $180,000 with a new builder. His name is Paul Barron, and he was an absolute angel when I desperately needed one. And he even just recently came to our 5-year anniversary celebration. It was so great to see him. So it was an ordeal, to say the least. Now, mind you, we've rolled into COVID. It's quite literally only by the grace of God that I even have a practice in this building and that we're here.
Question to you is, what do you hope people feel or notice when they are with you in your space?
So our number one core value is safety. Most people have some levels of trauma, right? And so we're very focused on the core value of safety and the nervous system. And so we want people to feel welcome, accepted, loved, safe,